Hi, my name is Samantha Diavatis. I'm the Director of Operations here at Zengar Institute. I'd like to talk to you a little bit about the Health Canada ruling and what it means for us and where we're going with it, just to sort of keep you filled in. So Health Canada handed us the ruling of us being classified as a consumer product and not a medical device, according to Health Canada's laws and regulations. The main difference that Health Canada has when compared to FDA, at least as it in relation to us and our product, is that there is no classification for a wellness product. It's either you are a medical product or you are not. So they deemed us to not be a medical device, and therefore the classification of a consumer product is what they gave us. Now, with this classification comes, of course, some rules that we need to abide by when we're talking about NeurOptimal to others. Their main concern is when you are sort of advertising to people, so your homepage and the information that you're using to draw people in to come and try out NeurOptimal. So one thing that we really learned is that Health Canada will hand down a ruling, and they'll be very quick to tell you what you're not allowed to say under that ruling. However, they unfortunately don't have any resources for us that can help us determine what we are allowed to say. So once that ruling was handed to us, the next step was to look for a writer that was very fluent in the Health Canada laws and regulations that could help us generate some content for not only our website, but for our trainers as well, to be able to use on their website, because we'd like to make it as easy as possible for all of our trainers and get some actual content that you can just use. You can just copy and paste or integrate into the content that you have now. And so as we were interviewing potential writers, after weeks of interviewing potential writers, I finally determined that there was nobody out there that could do what we needed them to do, because the writers that are fluent in the Health Canada laws and regulations are really fluent in how to speak about a medical device. They weren't really knowledgeable about how to speak about a consumer product. And so instead of trying to find somebody that knew the laws and could write the verbiage, what we decided to do instead was to hire a legal team that could actually write us up some guidelines, a set of guidelines that we could follow as we're generating content. So that's what you see on this page now at this point. So those guidelines are what the lawyers pulled together, and you can work within those guidelines to generate your own content for your website. So if you are looking for content, you can use those guidelines. You can look at our current website, the Canadian website, to see what is on there now. We have not yet sort of beefed it up since we extracted a lot of information during the, as we were going back and forth with Health Canada. But whatever is left on there now was all deemed to be fine by Health Canada. So you can sort of use that as inspiration. And you can also go to other websites of other products in Canada that are also consumer products and check out what they have and how they're talking about their product, and get inspired by them as well. So you can generate content now just using these guidelines. The next step for us is we are in the midst of interviewing writers, marketing writers, who will be able to generate some content for us that we'll be using on our own website, as well as some content that we can provide to you, our trainers, which we will post on this page, that you can actually use. So actual phrases and actual statements and all that great stuff. That way we can make it easy peasy for you, and you can literally just copy and paste. So of course, once those writers generate that content, we will be running it by our lawyers just to get their final stamp of approval that it is indeed all good for them to, for us to post and for you to use. And then we will post it on this site. So that's all the information that I have at this point. I hope that this is helpful. We do thank you for being patient during this process. It's been a learning curve for us as it is for you. And we're just, chipping away at it and doing what we can to just make sure that this continues to move forward and that we can get the best content that we possibly can for you and the rest of our trainers. So thank you very much. Should you come up with some great content or come across a website that you think is inspiring or a great way to maybe, to kind of just change the way that you're sort of looking in terms of marketing and you think that other trainers could benefit from it, please, please, please post it on our Facebook pages, because there are many trainers out there that could benefit from it as well. So thank you very much. I hope this helps, and have a great day.